Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And today I have an episode that you're going to love, so please share it out. Behold, the leader of the next generation of the gun control movement, Davey Hogg. Davey Hogg, I don't know what he was doing when he was on this little Twitter rant, but this is something that you gotta see. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I cannot wait to hear from you guys on this one. And if you are new or returning viewer, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and making sure you turn the notification bell on. We need as many of you as possible to get into the fold so we can help pass the Second Amendment on to the next generation. And thank you so much in advance for your consideration. Now, the content today is brought to you by one of the cooler, most innovative products I've done on this channel, TuckTech. TuckTech is a foldable kayak. It is light, it is transferable, and it deploys into an actual kayak in just a few minutes. This is really something interesting. The whole kayak, including parts, is made in the US and supported by local companies. Perfect for flat water, lakes, ponds, bays, and inlets. They are good on rivers and creeks up to Class 2. 9 feet 8 inches long, 31 inches wide, marine grade foam for sponsons, bow and stern handles, folded size is 15 inches high and 47 inches long. Total weight of the kayak is 28 pounds and maximum capacity is 300. It's got a 3-year warranty in the hull sheet and the hardware. This is something that you just saw me put together for the first time and take on the water in under a couple of minutes. Thank you so much to TuckTech for making this content possible, and check them out. There's a link in the description box below. But my brothers and sisters, I have got to take you through the leader of the gun control movement in the next generation. This is why you should have hope. Check this out. We're just going to play a few of Davey's best hits from last night, or the other night. You have no right to a gun. I didn't know that. You are not a militia. When you're talking about your Second Amendment rights, you're talking about a state's rights to have what today is the National Guard. The modern interpretation of 2A is a ridiculous fraud pushed by decades of the gun lobby. So he's going after a very old, very recycled topic that the state's rights is trumping the individual and the shall not be infringed, and the people bearing arms is the state controlling the whole thing from a militia standpoint of the National Guard. This is not a Davey Hogg original. This is a recycled point that has been refuted multiple times. And we're going to get to that in 1 second because Twitter went ham on him with this because the Heller decision is about to make an appearance. But here's the next one. Also, Bruin has got to be one of the most illogical and stupid decisions ever put out by SCOTUS that 20 years ago, if turned in as a paper at almost any law school, would have gotten an F. Yeah. Okay, please see the Bruin decision. Just saying. Also, tell me you're losing without telling me you're losing. This is what you call temper tantrums because you're losing. Because the Second Amendment will prevail. It will go on to the next one. And how about some unhinged tweeting? Here we go. This is a quote. If someone goes nuts and kills me for saying this, be sure to politicize the bleep out of my death and use it to pass as many gun laws as possible and reverse engineer FedSoc to take over the court system and overturn Heller and Bruin. That sounds like a very rational approach. And just for a garnish, oh, and drop my body at the NRA. Here's the address. This is not a rational individual. And I hope that they get whatever they're looking for in their world and all the things that they need. Best blessings upon them. However, this is not the tweeting of someone who is in a rational state. Just saying. But let's continue after we've talked about overturning the courts and taking over from a federal system. The future of the gun lobby is pushing for that the gun lobby is pushing for is one with absolutely no gun regulation whatsoever, where anyone can get a gun. Again, please see prior decisions where that said violent felons aren't getting guns. Also, the state does have a right to regulate licenses per the Bruin decision from Kavanaugh. There's lots of things in here that is not accurate, but let's not interrupt the temper tantrum. That is the path we are going down right now. They want bad guys to have guns so they can use their rise in gun violence to sell more guns to scared people. What? Okay, especially since the entire purpose of everything that we do for the Second Amendment, the rights for everybody, is to defend themselves, their rights, their freedoms, their liberties, and their protection and safety. I'm pretty sure no one says, open the hood of this car, let's make everything really, really bad, that way we'll sell more guns. Because that is a fallacy at best, and probably could be sued. I'm just saying. But, you know, you just can't make this up. Let's go to the next one. This is where you got fact-checked hard and where reality comes crashing into this. He got fact-checked, said another Twitter user. Readers added context they thought people might want to know. While individual opinions about the proper reading of the Second Amendment to the United States Constitution differ widely, that's an understatement, the United States Supreme Court has ruled that it does protect an individual's right to bear arms with certain limitations, which is what I was talking about earlier. You have the Heller decision. You have the Bruen decision. These decisions support freedom. They also still put limits on it. This is how you know that they are losing, because when you see this level of irrational texting or tweeting from one of the next generation of gun control leaders, you're doing just fine. That's what we've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments field below, and I hope you enjoyed this, and please send this out because it is something that everyone needs to see. And I will see you on the next video. I'm Braden. See you later.